Well, I guess it's up to me to fill in the general public of what the world is really going on in the world. Well, it's done come to light that Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, according to this information he got from the FBI, that they censored the Hunter Biden story. You don't want to get that on a platform because we don't want that to interfere with Joe Biden becoming president. Seems like the FBI is becoming very political nowadays, don't it? But the nature of this video is this. If you was on my Patreon channel, you've already been warned somewhat of this. Matter of fact, pretty extensive, and given solutions on what to do. But I want to talk for a second here about the war that's going on between Russia and Ukraine, and how that not only is Russia winning the war in Ukraine, but he's actually winning the sanction war imposed upon themselves. Imposed upon them by the EU or the Europeans. You see, Spain, Germany, Italy, France, all of these people right here, including the United States of America, have all put sanctions on Russia. And watch this. How well are the sanctions that the United States of America, France, Germany, Spain, Italy, how well are the sanctions and all the money that they're using to give support to the Ukraine oligarchies? The corrupt, I might add. Like I said before, we shouldn't have any business whatsoever at all having anything to do with Ukraine. They're not allies. They're not in the European Union. We shouldn't be giving them billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of weaponry. And after all, where's the accountability? We don't see it. But nevertheless, that's the world we live in Biden administration, don't we? So anyway, listen to me very closely. The Russian ruble is up 7% over the euro. So how well are the sanctions working? Not only that, listen to this. Russia has so much natural gas that it's burning natural gas in excess because they have so much of it. Watch this. Russia is just simply turned off the pipeline of gas to Germany. Boy, how's it working for y'all Europeans now? I want y'all to understand something. I want not only the Europeans, but listen to me, America. Listen. Anytime you get these politicians up there talking tough, talking about we're putting sanctions, we're going to do this, and then watch this. They always say this, and we are going to feel the pain. First of all, if they're rich, they're not feeling the pain. Only the middle class and the poor folks is going to feel the pain. They're not going to feel anything. It makes no difference to them if energy prices soar. If they continue to keep going up because they have money to pay for it. It's the working class citizen. It's the middle class. It's the poor folk. Y'all the ones going to pay for it. Henceforth, Pastor Dowell. There's a reason why my channel says Pastor Dowell. Pastor implies shepherd. I'm trying my best to help folks read between the lines and see what the hell is going on before it takes place. And that you can get yourself ready before it takes place. Because if you wait for it to come and you don't prepare yourself, it's going to be bad. Mark my words. Listen to me real good. Europe is getting ready to go through a very painful winter. You're going to hear about a lot of people dying because Europe, their winters over there, it is brutal. Brutal. I lived in Germany from 89 to 91 or the early part of 92. And we're not talking, with snow over there, we're talking about feet, 4 feet, 5 feet of snow. That's what we're talking about. But let me tell you something. Listen, they have, this administration and the world has been trying to push upon us the Green New Deal. And guess what? It ain't working. They're trying to phase out fossil fuels. They're trying to get rid of all the natural stuff. Stuff that civilizations have actually been surviving off of for thousands of years. Wood. They can't even find wood to buy over there in these European countries now. And Russia's done cut off the gas pipeline. Ooh-wee. I'm going to ask you a question now. Who's winning the war? Russia is actually, everything that the European Union calls himself to do against them is actually backfiring. America, same over here. These politicians don't give one damn bit about you. I'm going to tell you again, they rich. Makes no difference to them what the currency is doing. Makes no difference to them what the dollar is doing over here. They can pay for it. Y'all listen to me real good, okay? Listen to me real good. Jerome Powell just got finished getting up as the head of the Fed, saying he's going to aggressively raise interest rates. And he has to, because the bubble is inflated. That's the only way you can deflate it. You'll pop the bubble, but anyway, I don't want to talk about the terms y'all understand. Anyway, and they aggressively raising. He said that's going to cause a lot of pain in this country. Who's going to feel that pain? It ain't the politicians. It ain't the rich. It's the poor and the middle class. With these interest rates hikes, and I know I'm covering a lot of news right now, jobs are getting ready to go away. Now, y'all listen to me. The problem is there's too much supply and not enough demand. What you should be doing, or what you should have been doing all this year, is considering the ant. You should have been stacking up on what they call fossil fuels, natural resources. And right now, I know it sounds crazy, but you listen to me. Energy prices right now, and I know I'm going to sound crazy, but listen to me. Energy prices right now are at a fire sale, even at these exorbitant prices. Because when winter comes, it's really going to be bad. Kerosene, I just stopped by a pump. I filled up this truck. It cost me $134.76 to fill this truck up. That's right. I looked over at the kerosene pump. $5.99 a gallon. $5.99 a gallon for kerosene. Up north, they would probably call it heating oil. Listen, let me tell you what's getting ready to happen in this economy. People are going to stop going to the movies. They're not going to be going out on them family outings or going out to dinner, because all the money and everything that they make is going to have to be spent on how do we stay warm? How do we eat this winter? Y'all better listen to Pastor Dowell. You better listen good. If you got a backyard, or a friend has got a backyard, whoever got a backyard, or if they have some land and stuff, you see lumber laying on that ground, you better go ahead and start stacking it right now. And more than anything, you had better make sure you have wood stoves. Matter of fact, I think before this week is out, I need about 3 more wood stoves. Yep. Because watch this. This Green New Deal mess that the Biden administration trying to force everybody to get under electric and solar and all this stuff, it ain't working. It's amazing how with all this force, with all this kind of force hand, this heavy hand that they're doing with us, they're trying to make everybody comply with them, but then we always end up back up under fossil fuels. Isn't that amazing how we always end right back up under wood? You know, it's a policy in Straitway, especially if you own community. It's a policy that there be a wood stove in every house. Right. And when I go to different communities, that's the first thing I actually look for. I look for to see if there's a wood stove in each house. And some of these houses are not. Y'all better listen to me. I mean, I keep saying it over and over again. Can you, listen, if you're in the South, can you pay over $5 per gallon for propane? Can you pay $6 a gallon for kerosene? I'm asking the questions. Can you continue to keep paying these exorbitant gas prices? I mean, they're there. What is in abundant supply is that famous thing called wood. Man, you know, wood. You know, well, Pastor Dowell, I remember they used to mock Straitway. They used to mock me so much. Man, y'all going back to medieval days. Y'all going blah, blah, blah. I tell you what, there's somebody wise that says, seek for the old paths and search for them. And when you seek for them and you search for them, you're going to find rest for your soul. I know what? And then the book gives us wisdom and said, you know what? A wise man, one wise man, by his wisdom, was able to deliver a whole entire city. All I'm trying to get you to do is just deliver yourself, because everybody else, they have short-term memories here in America. I mean, they don't remember the last time that they felt pain. They don't know what pain feels like. You know, when catastrophe and disaster and all types of hazardous situations take place in life, you know, things that cause extraordinary amount of pain in your life, you would think that would be used as a learning experience. That's what pain is there for. It's not for you to forget it. It's for you to learn from it so you don't have to go back and experience it again. Unless you have a fetish with pain. You know what I mean? But I cover a lot of this on my Patreon channel. You may want to consider joining a Patreon and really getting more informed than over here. But I'll tell y'all, y'all mark Pastor Dowell words. I mean, right now in their school systems, they can't even put, what is that? They can't even put their air conditions. They're regulated at 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. Now let me get this conversion right in my mind. 20 degrees Celsius. I think that's somewhere along about 79, 80 degrees. So right now they're sitting in classrooms in school burning up, basically. Why? Because they're trying to regulate energy. Why? Because of this war. And there's Maverick Biden again. He just put out an order demanding Putin to end this war. You ain't got no leverage. Ain't nobody listening to a damn thing you say. Putin don't give a shit about what America's saying. They're winning. If you don't believe me, go check it out. The ruble is up 7% against the euro. Check it out. Russia is winning on all fronts. While, like I told you, they're going to turn Ukraine into an ash heap. And guess what? Taiwan, you next. Man, it's so crazy. So anyway, I want all of you to start really, truly looking deep within yourselves. Think about all this energy. I'm telling you, you better think and think hard. Because I don't know what this winter is going to be like here in America. But I know over in Europe, it's brutal. And you think the heat is something, and a lot of people died this year over in Europe in heat. Wait till they feel the cold. Whew. Man. Get some water. Stock up on water. Stop stimulating the economy by going out and spending money that you don't have. Stop expanding the balance sheet on your credit cards. Stop doing that. Save yourselves. Because this strong delusion that these politicians here in America has got everybody up under, anyway, I think I done said enough. I'd have done shouted and screamed from the rooftop. I have cried aloud. I have spared not. I have lifted up my voice like a trumpet. And not only that, I even have given you solutions on what to do in the midst of crying aloud, in the midst of sparing not, and lifting up my voice like a trumpet. It ain't like I'm just on here just blowing hot air. I actually, in my videos, give you solutions on what you should be doing. Store up some food for this winter. You know, stuff that you normally would eat a lot of. Store some food. And if you're eating 4 meals a day, go to 3. If you're eating 3 meals a day, go to 2. Save yourself. Because I'm telling you, how you think that's going to look for you standing in a government handout to get some cheese and some corn chips and some bread and low-grade milk? Y'all be blessed.